I was saying yesterday that more than ever, we need to create a home, a refuge for our practice, a port in the storm, a welcoming place to unwind our burdens in. And there are many ways to do that. We can build the nest as Bill had us do yesterday, twig by twig with caring attention. Or we can bring forth beneficial presence, a dear friend or a loving and wise elder who's interested in our well-being. We can do that. There's another frame that we find helpful, and it comes from psychology, and it's the holding environment. It's the concept of the holding environment. And that was coined by a psychoanalyst by the name of Winnicott, who studied mother-infant relationships. And what he found is that the empathetic attunement of the mother to her child was crucial, actually, for the development of trust and safety for that child. A holding environment helps us to feel taken care of. It helps us to feel protected, understood, and held. And this is also the kind of environment that we want to create when we take our seat to meditate. It's a foundation and it's an atmosphere out of which we practice. But it has to be deliberately cultivated. The teachings of the Buddha often use this image of a mother caring for her child to connote sort of the resonance and the responsiveness of the heart, the mother's heart attitude when she's caring for that child. And I think the reason for that particular imagery is that the love of a mother, the care of a mother, is quite broad and expansive, and it's quite changeable. You never know what a child is going to bring, and a mother has to be quite responsive then, and the mother learns as she goes, as they go along. So that idea that quality of heart, of empathetic attunement can be educated in, is built right into that understanding of mother. And without that quality of empathy, our practice will likely turn dry, brittle, and boring. Attending becomes, as Bill demonstrated yesterday, like a clinical thing out here. I got it. I see it. I'm on it. I know what's happening. But that attitude is again just going to bring us to brittleness and dryness and restlessness. And this is a common problem in our practice, is this kind of dryness in practice. And so especially in the West, we want to very much bring forth the heart quality of empathy, bring that forth in our practice, bring forth interest and care and curiosity and tenderness, so that we go from this to this. Like, oh, what do we have here? And in so doing, in the looking like that, we discover how to hold it. We discover how to relate to it.
And that becomes one of the humbling aspects of our practice, because in fact, we do know how to hold out here, how to attend to a child, a grandchild, to a dear friend. Right? And we know how to bring our heart into play in the midst of a beautiful place in nature as well. We're not just observing, we're feeling into. Yeah, we're feeling into. And we're an outward-facing society. We know how to do it out here, relationally and in nature. A challenge for us, though, when we close our eyes, it's so difficult to to manifest that in our own meditation practice, to bring that attitude in that same frame in here. What's the difference when I'm watching a sunset? I feel connected, so connected there. Oh, with a grandchild, so connected there. Why, when I close my eyes, does it suddenly get dry and confused and I'm trying to figure out what to do? So this is a practice. It's a practice for us. Yeah. To cultivate something warmer, something more holding, not just observing. You'll hear us say this again and again. Not just observing, but holding. Hence the expression holding environment.
Mm.
Yeah.
And we build that holding environment from the ground up. We build it, we construct it with our body, and we construct it with the heart mind.